All right, so time for a new review. I'm here with my buddy Martin. You guys thought Boy Rant was a movie expert. This guy's collection is not for the faint of heart. Um,
Nope.
it's safe to say that you own probably the biggest collection of torture porn, and no, you
I
you have a nice collection of movies from what we've talked
Yes.
about. Um, like I was telling Boy Rant. I I buy a lot of these tapes and all that, a dollar each. All your collection, and then he was looking online, and he was looking that he was seeing that some of these movies, 50, $60. You're the guy that buys those movies, basically, right? You
But the thing is, yes, I do get them, but I wait till Barnes and Noble has them on sale because they usually have them for like 50% off, and then if you have the membership
yeah.
for Barnes and Noble, it's another, I think it's like 10% off or something.
You
So
buy those Criterion collections and all that.
yeah, like all the like boutique labels,
Hmm.
it's just like Criterion, Arrow, Shout Factory, Vinegar Syndrome,
So
just ones like that.
so for our viewers that don't understand, we were talking about this earlier. Like a lot of people don't collect movies like us. They go to streaming services and all that, and it's like, yeah, like obviously that's the way to go for most people. But both of us are fucking sick in the head, so we need to have these physical copies of why we need these. I don't know, but so can you
Just
explain like what a Criterion edition of a movie is?
Well,
How would you explain it?
the Criterion when they put out a movie, they don't just put a screen selection, and here's your copy of the movie. They put care into that shit. They usually do like a 4K remaster. They
They
go
select
out
only
and
certain movies, right? It's like they handpick
the cream
certain
of the crop.
movies and give them the pamper treatment where they're patting them down,
Yeah,
shining their fucking skin up, and giving them a nice haircut. That's
yeah,
what they're doing in these movies, right?
yeah, brand new special features and like archival footage that wasn't on other releases, or just stuff that other releases just wouldn't put out there. It's not basic.
Boy, but
It's
do
like the
they charge
premium.
for those movies? Do they charge for those movies? Like these movies are
They
expensive, man.
the basic the MSRP for a standard release.
Mm-hmm.
And I say standard because they have different editions,
Mm-hmm.
but the standard releases are usually $40,
It's crazy,
and
dude.
that's the Barnes and Noble price.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it from like Best Buy with no sale or anything, it's like $28 for
Okay.
a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And in some of these cases, it's not a bad price, but like I said, you want to wait till they go
Sales
on
and
sale
yeah.
at Barnes, and this is like $20,
Those,
which at
those,
that point it's just the cost of a regular Blu-ray.
yeah, those Criterion editions. I only have a few of them, but they're fucking nice, dude. And you get what you're paying for, But that being
It,
said,
it,
dude,
it's
uh,
not for everyone. Like I'm gonna say that if you really care about your movies and you want to watch them with like the best quality,
yeah,
Criterion or like Shout Factory, those are probably like your best bets.
yeah.
Because
If you're just trying to Netflix and chill, you're not even gonna watch the whole movie. You're just gonna get 10 minutes in. You're gonna start
no,
watching Pulp Fiction, get to the part where they open the thing, and then you're already banging. You're already slapping cakes. So it doesn't matter.
but yeah,
But me and
it
you, we're
doesn't matter.
sitting there, with the big giant bags of popcorn from Harkins that they can't get rid of right now. So
With the extra butter sauce on top.
yeah, that's us right now, dude. But all right, man. Let's. So obviously we're talking movies right now, but let's talk about a specific movie. Um,
That's what we're here for.
what's your first recommendation? Let's get into
All
it, man.
right. First of all, is probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Carrie,
Dude, you don't
1976
you don't
version.
bring your
Brian
own
De Palma.
movies. Wait a minute, dude. You don't bring your own movies. I'm the movie holder guy, dude.
Well, what's the point of having the movie if I can't show it off?
Well, yeah, but this is the highest resolution right here, dude. This is
Nah. Look at this Prime DVD here.
this is 28K right here, dude. It's it smells like 1942, dude. Mm. Anyways, Carrie.
But yes, Carrie.
So let's get into Carrie. All right. Well, let's not get into her.
No, I don't think we want to.
No. She's a troubled
She's
child.
she's temperamental.
Temperamental. Okay. So let's break this movie down. All right. First of all, this is the original. What year did it come out? Do you know? Off the top of your head.
76.
Good call, dude. Good fucking call.
I believe it was 76.
Yeah. No, it's.
Yep.
Yeah, 76. Nailed it.
Well, when there's three versions of a movie, you got to know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, there's a big difference in. Okay, there's one in the 90s and there's one from the 70s. You know, all you got to say is the 90s one, or you say the original one. Nobody ever talks about the one with the little girl
Grace
from
Moretz.
the girl from Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Nobody talks about that one.
No.
Unless you have a face on, unless you're making a face of disgust, then you know you're talking about that one. Have you seen the movie?
Well,
like
there is something good about that one, and I will say, I believe it was Julianne Moore.
Uh-huh.
I think she played the mom on that one.
She's a good actress.
Yeah, it was good. That not all of it was good, but she made it a little bit tolerable.
Oh, you're saying she was just pleasant to look at? She was nice eye candy? Is that what it is? Okay, that's all you got to say, man. You're in a safe place here, man. It's all right. Okay, Carrie. Let's break this down. Before we get into spoilers and all that, I like to just kind of give what the movie's about. You wanna take control here?
Basically, you know when people say you don't want to deal with the woman who's on her period because she gets a little mad.
Why do you gotta go there, dude? That's not what this
very
movie's
important.
about. Dude.
Are you telling me that's not what this movie's about?
Okay, that's what this movie's about. You tell me. This is your recommendation.
Yeah. She basically gets her powers right after, getting her period for the first time.
Uh-huh.
That's like the biggest,
But you're saying her powers. The basis of this movie is there's a girl that's being controlled by her mom.
Yeah. Being controlled by her mom, who's a very religious, I wouldn't say nutcase, but she's a religious freak.
Right. Okay.
Everything is Jesus.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, she has that going for her. That kind of sucks. So she's already closed in. She can't be doing anything. None of that. She kind of gets bullied a little bit.
A lot.
Teased. I'll say a little bit, not too much. They're just a little bit. And
just a wee bit.
Yeah. So, and then from there, like you said, she develops she finds that she has powers where it's kind of, what do you call it? Like mind control? Or what would you?
Telekinetic, I'd say.
Telekinetic. Telekinesis, right? Something like that?
Telekinesis? Yeah, telekinesis.
And so we'll keep it at that before we get into spoiler territory, right? That's what the movie's about. It's a girl that has trouble fitting into the world. Her mom's kind of a bitch. And then she got telekinesis, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
telekinesis.
Right. So we could agree on that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get into the seriousness of this. The movie's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's
really. I feel like a lot of us in this world could relate to her to an extent.
Oh yeah, dude.
Kids.
Very relatable.
Let's just say kids can be cruel. You know what I mean? You grow up, there's a bunch of assholes. A lot of times, a lot of people don't get along with their moms because they, let's be real with it. A lot of times, Jesus comes into play where it makes them not
out of touch with reality.
There you go. That's perfect. Out of touch with reality. Dude, you're I get it. You want to go down this route? That's cool. That's fine with me. That doesn't bother me at all. But can I go play with my friends? Not everything's evil. Can I watch this movie? Not everything's evil. That being said, the shit you were watching, it's pretty evil, dude. So
yeah, I will say yeah.
So maybe they should have threw Jesus at you a little more. But
No, I think it's because they try to throw Jesus at me a little too much. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just watch this just out of spite.
All right. I'll, I'll leave. I don't want to open up old wounds. So let's. Okay. So let's break down what happens in the movie now. Okay. That's the meat and potatoes of the movie, right? So
Yep, the basis.
the basis. So okay. So let's start from the beginning. What happens in the beginning?
Starts off with her, you know, you really get the point where she's being bullied when they start, because I believe they're playing volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically target her, saying like, "Oh, just pass it to her. She's not gonna do nothing."
Mm-hmm.
And then like even her own team just starts like down talking her. It's like, "Oh, why'd you do that? You suck," basically.
Right.
And then it goes right to where she ends up getting her first glimpse of her powers after she has, her period.
Right.
Which is why I says like she got her powers after she hit her maturity, basically.
Okay.
And then they just bully her some more, which leads to the kids that were bullying her being punished. And the what would you call her? I want to call her the leader of the group, but the one that they all like follow.
Leader. It's the leader.
Yeah, it's just, the queen bee.
Sure.
Basically.
Sure.
If you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, we're talking bees. That's what we're talking.
Yes, the birds and bees.
Okay.
But yeah, they end up getting in trouble because, they basically made a terrifying moment for her more terrifying by teasing her and throwing a bunch of pads and tampons at her.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get in trouble, they're supposed to go to some detention, but it's with the phys ed teacher, and she has them just running and doing exercises. And the leader of the girls decides, you know what, fuck this, I'm not doing it. And then she goes up to the teacher and like, I'm not gonna take this. You can't do this to us. And then the teacher slaps her and says, you know what, you can't go to prom. Which sets like the rest of the movie in
That's
motion.
1976 for you, though.
There's a whole lot of slapping in this movie if you think about it.
It's 76. I was trying to remember that year.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, from there, then what?
She just goes on about her business, or tries to, and then one of the girls that bullied her in the beginning feels bad for her, so she gets her boyfriend to take her to the prom, or to try to get her to go to the prom.
To get Carrie.
To get Carrie to go to the prom with him, so that way she could at least feel like everyone else for one moment, which she does. And I don't want to go into what happens after that, but and then
we're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it. So okay, let's get away from her friends for a while, right? And then okay, so she's having these issues at school. Let's go to her home life, and like we said earlier, her mom's religious and a psycho, right?
Yeah, when she gets home, she finds out her mom got a call saying that she just had her period, and the mom's like, "You sinned." Just for she straight up says, "Oh, you sinned. You're sinning." This was she goes into some biblical shit about Adam and Eve, or Eve when she first committed a sin or something like that.
Yeah.
And Carrie's just trying to say like, no, it's natural. Why didn't you tell me this happens?
Yeah.
I was scared. And the mom's just like, no, you're a sinner.
Yeah.
And just basically just trashing. So she doesn't make it any better for her. She's just making the situation kind of worse.
Yeah, pretty like it's pretty fucking crazy of a mother to kind of
like we said, she's out of touch with the reality.
Right. She's out there. Okay, so then from there, so Carrie's set to go to the prom, right?
Yeah.
I know we're gonna skip a little, but yeah, Carrie's set to go to the prom. If I'm not mistaken, her mom doesn't want her to go, right? Isn't that?
Oh no, her mom does not want her to go at all.
Yeah.
Because she thinks it's gonna corrupt her even more. It's
I mean,
gonna lead
that's
to
a given that her mom doesn't want her to go. I mean, that'd be kind of stupid if she's like, "You're sinning for having a period, but oh, go have fun at the prom." Like that's not somebody that fucking crazy is not gonna
yeah.
not gonna be cool with the prom. Like listening to Little John to the window. That's not 1976. Sorry, this isn't the new one.
No, I believe that was in the Chloe Grace Moretz version though.
Right. Okay, so we'll have to review that one at some point. Okay, so anyways, she ends up going to the prom, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers. She goes to prom.
Mean ass spoilers. It ends up looking something like this.
No, it looks more like this.
I don't know.
Mine's way more red than yours, dude.
I mean, I could go upstairs and get the outer cover that was on there, but I don't want to take it off my wall. So
Whatever, dude. So what happens is she gets hit by a prank superstar. If to put it in a nice
the leader of the girls decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to prom, but in my own special way.
Mm-hmm.
And she brings on John Travolta.
John Travolta's in this movie, dude. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I believe it's one of the first movies he was in.
Right here, come on, buddy. You got it. John
Right
Travolta.
there.
John Travolta.
See that look right here? On this one, they actually have his name right there.
This one says it too, kinda. It's real thin. John Travolta. Anyway.
Not as big letters, but okay.
Whatever. My cover's way more red, dude. I'm telling you, that's 4K red right there. 4K red.
That's more like AK.
Yeah, well. John Travolta, then what?
John Travolta.
He orders a Royale with cheese. I remember that. He goes to Amsterdam.
He goes to Amsterdam and gets the Royale with cheese, like personally. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He chooses out which one he wants.
And then I think Carrie has a milkshake, and he doesn't think it's worth $5, but he thinks it's pretty fucking good.
Something like that.
Really weird. Okay, after that, and they're at the prom. Then what?
They're at the prom, and then so the big prank that they were gonna pull on Carrie involved Carrie having to win. The prom king and queen?
Yeah.
So they rigged it, and she ends up winning. And they go up there, and John Travolta and the leader of the girls are waiting to pull a string.
This, by the way, this prom was sponsored by Nickelodeon, and they're about to throw that gack on her. That fucking
that's Slime Time Live right there.
That's the Legends of the Hidden Temple shit. She anyways, they threw a bunch of pig blood on her?
Yeah.
Pretty
a whole
nasty,
bucket
dude.
of pig blood. Yeah, it's fucking gross.
Have you smelled like slaughterhouses and stuff? Have you ever got
Yeah.
caught with that? Pretty fucking gnarly, dude.
I've been right there when fucking animals were killed. So
yeah, dude.
humanely.
Unfortunately, we grew up Mexican, so sometimes the heavier the Mexican you are, the likelier of a chance you're gonna see your food before it gets made.
And in some case, you were right there holding the goat's leg while they cut its throat.
Unfortunately, there's been times.
Yeah.
So we made it, and we're okay. We're okay. We just watch movies like Poultrygeist and stuff like that.
And movies like Sallow. So.
Yeah, and like Faces of Death. Can you see? Oh, you can't even see it. Got Faces of Death right there. It's all glared out. Hey, I bought that from you, huh?
Yeah, I think you did.
Anyways.
Great movies, though.
And anyways, okay, so she gets filled with pig blood.
Yeah, she gets covered in pig's blood, and the guy she went with tries to calm her down, but he ends up getting hit with the fucking bucket and knocks him out, and she just goes like ballistic. The ending scene at the prom is probably like one of the greatest scenes ever.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Martin. You're gonna explain some of this ending scene, and then we're gonna end this review because I think we pretty much said everything that needs to be said at this point.
Yeah. All right.
So,
So in this ending scene right here at the prom, when she goes ballistic, she locks everybody in with her telekinesis.
like a nice,
and
she does like some fucking Magneto shit, right?
yeah, but the thing about her is she's better than Magneto because she doesn't even have to put her hands out.
Yeah,
she
but
just looks,
and Magneto
it all
doesn't have to
happens.
do it either. Magneto just does it because it looks cool, dude. He has the helmet and he just
Yeah, you're right. He has a cape and everything. Damn.
right. Yeah, he doesn't have to. It just looks rad. Okay,
But
so
here's the thing. So she, once she locks them in, she gets them on trap. She, what is it? She gets the water hose that's supposed to be for emergencies, all using her telekinetic powers, and like just starts setting it off, and like just like starts spraying people down, which ends up leading to an electrical fire. So this whole the whole building is starting to catch on fire.
yeah, as it should.
And yeah, and everyone in there is not gonna come out alive.
You know what's crazy, dude? So like we watch this movie and then, pretty much anybody that sees this movie, they're like, I mean, those kids kind of got what they deserved. They were kind of an asshole to her and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
That's usually the thought process in everybody's head. But if you really think about it, Carrie is one of those Kyle kids from like the news that, go and shoot up the schools. She's Kyle, dude. She's like the 1976 version of Kyle. You know what I mean?
She pulled the Columbine before Columbine is what you're saying?
Dude. I don't know if I'm on Carrie's board. Like I'm on board with Carrie right now, dude. I just kind of saw
dude.
in a new light right now. I just had this.
I mean, like, on one point, you like feel bad for her because of all the shit she's going through. Even with her mother, she tells her like, "Oh, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you."
Yeah, that's
and it just like
right
starts. Yeah, but then it's like, damn, she just like literally massacred a bunch of people.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I mean, I don't know. Kind of depressed me now, dude. Like, man.
Hey, well, not all movies have happy endings,
No, and they don't always. They shouldn't always have a happy ending just cause. You know what I mean? Sometimes they need to end the way they end. Movies are fucking stories,
It's like what is it? They said it on Clerks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like life is a series of down endings.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's why he liked the certain movies. Like not everything's gonna be all happy.
Yeah.
Some things are just gonna end up bad.
They're talking about Star Wars, no?
Yeah, they're talking about like Empire or something.
Yeah. Well, Carrie, like most depressing school shooting
without the guns.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, check it out. I guess. All right. See ya.
All right.